Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Did I turn an 18-minute video into a 30-minute video? Maybe. If I see one of you comment, thank God the fast forward button exists, or man, unwatchable, got 2 minutes in, talk too much, or stop pausing, I am gonna lose my freaking mind. Banned. Out. Get out.
Something over.
Edit. Ooh. This one.
They told me that coal.
We'll do both. It's Top Gear stuff, okay, guys? May Hammond Clarkson still could be
I'll
worse
react to that,
compilation.
sure.
Oh, you'll react to that? Thanks. That's my other video getting. When I publish the video to get it ready to upload to YouTube, it starts for a second when it's finished. And so some people are confused. Why do I keep hearing the, yeah, I'll react to that, sure, twice? Well, you know, that's why. See you in a coal train? My name's Connor. I like to learn things. I like to watch stuff on YouTube. It's great. Let's go. Preemptive like. I said all the things, original link to the video, top description, Discord. Love to have you. Minecraft stuff, other video games we're doing. Monopoly was fun. Monopoly night. Let's go.
They told me that coal-fired eggs would be delicious. They were lying.
Coal fire egg.
Could be worse.
Quick summary of the turn my life has taken. I'm 20 miles south, not north of Doncaster, by the side of the A1, in the rain. The motorcycle is slightly broken. What I did was leave the fuel tap on, the reserve tap on, so the bike pulled a load of sludge through from the bottom of the fuel tank, clogged up the left-hand carburetor, and has now stopped.
I really want to learn more about the lingo. Like, I know nothing about cars and guns. And I'm not obsessed with guns, but they're cool, you know? Like, I'm fascinated by guns in, like, their mechanical sense, you know? And historical sense, you know? And I'd like to fire one at a gun range, all right? We all got to clarify that in freaking America because everyone's gone nuts and the country's going to hell. But I want to learn more about cars, you know?
He's going to come past. He's going to be 20 miles, he's 10 miles ahead of us when we set off.
With some work to do then.
Still, could be worse.
This, I think, is still that rain that we had left behind, but I got caught up in again because I was delayed having to rebuild my carburetor. As a result, getting quite wet. Very wet. So, it's Saturday morning, and the continuing adventures of the Black Shadow continue.
I'm doing this to beat a car. Why am I doing it?
Still,
I'd love to see this full episode, whatever this is, where, you know, Clarkson's on a train here.
Black Shadow continue.
I'm doing this to beat a car. Why am I doing it?
still, could be worse.
There we go.
Guys, why is coal better than just wood? Like, how much worse would the train perform if you just kept chucking, like, long-burning wood in, you know? I'm assuming coal is good because it probably lasts a long time providing heat. But, like, could you effectively, if you had enough wood, just, like, run it by just tossing wood in there? Because isn't the whole point just to generate steam and turn a turbine? I don't know what I'm talking about.
There we go. No!
Still, could be worse.
We were stuck behind a tractor earlier on that was doing 50, according to
Never mind, could be worse. Yes, James had run out of electricity again. Still, could be worse.
Electric cars.
Yes, James had broken down again.
Time wrong, battery wrong. Never mind, could be worse. This time, James had broken down outside a school at lunchtime.
James has become my favorite. Like, when I first watched the show, you know, whether it's Grand Tour or Top Gear, and there's Jeremy, James May, and there's Hammond, I'm like, oh my God, Jeremy's the best. And then I'm like, Hammond is better. I love Hammond. And now James, who was like the person that I thought it was like the Ringo of the group, you know, he's my favorite now, you know? I love the subtle comedy and hilariousness of when he gets mad.
Bad news from the Cosworth. 45 miles to go, and my fuel warning light is on. That normally means there's a gallon left. Still, could be worse.
In my hour of need, Jeremy was, as ever, right there for me.
Yes! James May, ladies and gentlemen, is about to be shot.
Well, don't gloat. Watch this. Full power.
He's gonna go backwards.
Oh, hang on, hang on.
You need a wedge.
Oh, cock.
Still, could be worse.
Fenton! 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 Oh, Jesus Christ!
Was that a chainsaw machine?
I'm not sure we're blending in terribly well on this perfectly straightforward shooting weekend.
Well, it could be worse.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Yeah, I know. I've overdone this.
Brother.
I am sweating with embarrassment.
Well, you're lucky. After what happened in Argentina, I can't sweat. I've got to go to 59, and I've now
Did he fight in the Falklands?
got 36 minutes to get there. Still, could be worse. It's Hammond! That's Hammond!
That doesn't...
There's only one road goes north. All the others go south. Still, could be worse.
Are they in the U.S.? They are.
Broadway. Isn't that where the theatres are? Look at that! Look at that! I am on Broadway. Broadway. Hang on, Broadway's...
You can drive in New York. You can drive anywhere.
Honestly, I would rather be inside Paul Scholes. This is a car you drive with a long face.
Still, could be worse. You could be in a Chevrolet Aveo.
I like a basic, underpowered car. I think they can be fantastic fun. So it amazes me that they can make this thing so dull.
So you guys, your guys is use guys is your guy. You guys don't have like I like how the different license plates in the U.S. have a different license plate depending on what state you're in. You're registered as a licensed driver that you're registered in. And so is there no distinction on like what part of the UK or England you're from based on your license plate? Or just a question.
The steering is meaningless. The pedals feel mushy.
And who gets the
seats are
number
flat.
one?
The gear change is out of I think it's out of a Mark I Cavalier. No, that's not fair on the Cavalier.
What's happened is, Richard and I have driven into a cave looking for a bar that isn't here, and we have driven into a cave looking for a bar that isn't here, and we have no reverse gear. Still, could be worse.
God, that was good.
going so well, my traditional Vietnamese fishing knots have come undone.
Put your
and my
weight.
centuries-old
Put your-
fiberglass outrigger has drifted away.
Put your weight on the other side of the engine.
We're on our own, we're playing for time, and it's running out.
We might have overdone this.
Oh, it could be worse. Could have come in the back of Bobby Charlton.
Tell me we've stopped here, well, to steal some wheels or something.
It could be worse.
How could it be? How could this be worse? That's the motorway.
America.
Oh, Jeremy, I always wanted to stay in the Italian lakes.
We're staying here tonight.
Well, yes.
So we're carrying on by bicycle tomorrow, aren't we? Because these will have been stolen, obviously.
Well, they did say they'd got a secure car park that nobody could break into. And I can see exactly what they mean. There's absolutely no way that anybody could possibly get into this car park in any way, shape or form. It's actually
he got
very
zapped.
What are
simple.
you thinking?
I have people's faces in traffic jams. Those are so miserable.
I do the
Could
same
be
thing.
worse. You could be shot in the back of the head by a marksman. Hammond, you've got big smoke coming. No, stop. Never mind. Things could be worse.
Oh, cock. That is. And I've stalled and I've overheated. Sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
Let's empty our turds out ourselves. Still, could be worse.
Oh, puppy. Don't tell me he took a bath and shit. Hi, pup. Is that a Portuguese water dog? Hey, doggy.
Still, could be worse.
That's a good pup.
Oh no!
It's
While
piss.
Hammond went for more water, James planned breakfast. It was also more peaceful as I'd fitted some silencers to my Jag. On the upside, my new exhaust...
I thought it looked like this. It looked, oh my god, there's grease on it. I was trying to say how it looked.
System.
That was worth it. Like the bottom of a rotary office chair. Well, now my hand smells like a car. Worth it. I don't go to Brown, by the way.
The exhaust system is much quieter than before. On the downside, it's making a really annoying jangling sound, and I can't see where I'm going. Still, could be worse. Hammond.
Yes.
Can you hear a sort of lowing noise?
Oh, for God's sake!
I don't get it.
What's the matter?
Well, I suspect you know, but I'll explain it to you anyway. Braking sounds a horn. So they've given me an interesting game now. Try to avoid brake. I'm gonna have to brake.
This would be the most fun show to work on, even as like a producer or whatever. So like, one, you got talented. Yeah, I'm pausing. Okay, go ahead to the next. You got talented, irreplaceable, clearly trio of a perfect mesh of personalities to make it hilarious. Driving cars, which are cool, going around the world, and then just being able to do something to one other person's car. It's gonna create a jackass scenario though, where you're gonna be sketched out no matter what, and then you get to film the hilarity. But then you're probably up next.
Oh no, I've lost second gear.
Still, could be worse.
What's up?
driving along, the washers have suddenly gone on, wipers, and the engine has stopped. I didn't ask them to do that.
I've never ever
Beautiful.
seen anything like that.
Oh no, the engine's now back.
If I see one freaking comment saying I'm pausing too much, unwatchable, thank God for the arrow button. You're banned. Yeah, I'm banning. Look how cool it is. Banned for life. Look how nice that is.
Never ever seen anything like that.
Oh no, the engine's now back.
That's really weird.
Sadly, Mr. Needham was killed there. But it could be worse. I mean, look at me. I am drenched.
True.
Apart from this, though, I think the programme has gone rather well.
Okay, it's impossible to think how this could be worse.
And there it is. Air conditioning radiator. Useless. Still, could be worse. Could be him over there. Yeah. My guess is his brakes have failed and he's hooked a wheel over there to stop it rolling back.
God, I'd like to meet the man who put these big tyres on this thing, and I'd like to strangle him.
Still, could be worse.
Oh dear.
Looks like Jeremy Corbyn's struggling a bit now. Oh, somehow he's managed to get it
Jeremy Corbyn. Oh,
back.
I still don't get
Oh,
it.
somehow he's managed to get it back on its wheels.
That was
Bad.
what type of car was that?
Somehow he's...
A something. Suzuki?
Oh, somehow he's managed to get it back on its wheels. Bad.
Still, could be worse.
Oh, cock. Right, this is quite bad. What's happened on all those windy bits as the car leans to one side and the other is that the bigger tyre has rubbed against the filler pipe from the cap here down to the tank, and it's made a little hole in it, and the fuel is gushing out. Which is why I was getting a bit sad, is that the bigger, quite bad. What's happened on all those windy bits as the car leans to one side and the other is that the bigger tyre has rubbed against the filler pipe from the cap here down to the tank, and it's...
Okay, I was so confused. So okay, so he has one wheel that's larger than the others for some reason, or too big for the car, and the place where you put the fuel in at a gas station that enters to the I know that you guys understand. I'm trying to explain to you how I understand. So where it goes from you put the gas nozzle in and travels to the tank, the wheel has punctured that tube. Okay, I'm smart.
It's made a little hole in it, and the fuel is gushing out, which is why I was getting a bit stoned as I was driving along. I thought it was just altitude, but it was actually petrol fumes. So what I'm going to do is drain the tank down by about half, so the level is below that bit of the pipe. I will patch up that hole, put the fuel back in, and then I'll put the proper wheels back on. Situation update, viewers. Bit too close to the edge there.
Rocky
I've
Mountains?
got to be careful how I move, otherwise
Maybe Maine,
I'll fall into the
Canada.
valley.
Still, could be worse.
Whoa! Oh no! Whoa!
For a second, I thought that might make it out, and I wasn't sure how scared to be. I didn't know how big the slope was.
Whoa!
Still, it could be worse. And then it was, because it was time to sit down for Richard's Scottish dinner.
That's a lot of beer.
Battered spag bowl, followed by a deep-fried cake.
Oh, why have they given me such a massive caravan? This is hopeless.
Shoot, I've been blocking my face at times, haven't I? Sorry, guys. If I was blocking my face, I sometimes I can't see myself. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, why have they given me such a massive caravan? This is hopeless.
Well, it could be worse. I can feel the downforce from my ballast, and it's good. Oh, I've gone wrong. It's hopeless. I've crashed into myself. I mustn't be overtaken or I'm out. This stupid thing's got a mind of its own.
I've been hit on the head too many times with the boom. This is...
Still, could be worse.
Watch out with your head.
No.
Oh. No.
I've gone in a tree. A tree is happening.
How is a tree branch holding back a truck going down a hill?
Could be worse.
Don't touch the brakes. I can't help it. I'm touching the brake.
James Bond.
Ow. Oh. No. Can't stop now. Oh. Oh. Don't go down there. Don't go down there.
Stupid. What the hell is... Oh, Lord.
That was either super good editing to make it a stunt driver in there instead of Hammond, or pretty ballsy.
What is happening?
Let's see.
Still, could be worse.
Okay, he's in the car. Right side.
The brakes. I can't help it. I'm touching the brake. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh. No. Can't
Oh my god, and you can see the thing above it.
stop now. Brake. Oh.
Just like right here. Alright, there's a big...
Ow. Oh. No. Can't stop now. Oh.
That's actually him in that car. I love this show.
Don't go down there. Don't go down there.
Stupid. What the hell is... Oh, Lord above! What manner of thing is happening here? Still, could be worse.
Oh, it's steering me. I'm not steering it.
Never say that.
It is steering me. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great I hate trams. They're trains running down the road. Trains can't stop.
I don't like trams either.
Chuffing tram lines.
I've never even been on one. Sometimes they just say stupid things.
Chuffing tram lines.
Still, could be worse.
Oh no, I don't want to be on the tram tracks. I'm on the tram tracks. I don't want to be on... Ah, there's one coming in the way. Oh.
Don't gradually cross the thing, Hammond. I'm not saying... I don't think that was for content, because that probably hurt a lot. Don't cross... You do a little wheelie hop, pop a wheelie, or just quickly do a turn so it's perpendicular to the hole. Jeez! Hammond! One of you frickin' say I paused too much.
So if he brakes suddenly, they all get run over, I suppose.
Still, could be worse.
I always wanted to drive a 18-wheeler.
I'm not a young man and I'm not a fit man, I'll be honest. And I am suffering in here. This ride is really brutal.
So what were they thinking?
I wonder if on bad roads where you're a trucker on like sort of not great roads, like in a, you know, more developing country, I wonder if you have a strong core, not by trying to, but just the fact that you're always going like this and you have to, like, you know, I wonder if they're all like ripped. Probably not.
This ride is really brutal.
So what were they thinking when they've got streets like this? I mean,
Still, could be worse. What I've done.
What do you mean? You meant to.
Accidentally crashed into Lake Como.
No, you didn't. It's gonna be a boat.
But it's okay because
you're floating
if I push this
too
little
nicely.
button here, sails have folded up, and now I'm on a jet ski. Oh, and it gets better, because on land it has 40 horsepower, but here on water it has 140. I think I've rushed.
So that's like 140 horses pulling you. And I don't get horsepower. What when they created horsepower, which makes sense, okay? That, you know, when you make new mechanical machines that have never been around before, that you can ride on and use and have an amount of pulling power, well, you're gonna relate it to. All right, so how powerful how much is that? About 4 horsepower. I think that's legitimately how we got horsepower. Let me know if I'm wrong. I could be paraphrasing, but I mean, is it a Belgian draft horse? A Clydesdale, or is it like horsepower? I can't put horsepower into perspective. And that would have been so awesome if it was like James Bond, where the rims of the vehicle on land were in like a propeller shape, and that when they go into water and twist, they're actually the propellers, like in James Bond. Or is that in Spy Kids?
But here on water, it has 140. I think I've rushed mine.
Quite good.
Still, could be worse.
It was difficult before I saw this to imagine anything more hideous than the actual car. But you've done it, Hammond.
It's the way that you've managed to eradicate any sense of place.
Yeah, I know.
Hell yeah, brother.
The way that you've managed to eradicate any sense of place.
Yeah, I know.
I approve.
You're doing it. He's twitching. Even when he looks at the picture of your car, he's actually twitching.
My eye goes.
Oh dear, I've run into the White Cliffs of Dover, literally. Still, could be worse.
Is this Volvo Ocean Race?
Sir Ben Ainsley, sir.
Yes.
Please don't take this personally, but this is bloody purgatory.
I have made it quite heavy.
Still, could be worse.
I love that. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. They say could be worse so often on this show. That's the name of the compilation, you dumb idiot.
Still, could be worse.
Renault factory built it, so.
And you're sponsored by an anti-dandruff product. Is that good?
Seems to be working. Maybe you should try.
I'm an idiot.
An anti-dandruff product. Is that good?
Seems to be working. Maybe you should try, huh?
Could be worse, could be anusol. Now, why did he break so soon? Ow! Now, why did he break so soon? Ow! As it turned out, James's celebrations were premature because he'd been reading his speedo in kilometers an hour.
Oh, cock.
Still, could be worse.
5. Oh, now there's a corner. I'm gonna have to. 70, 80. Oh, corner. Oh, this is impossible.
Oh no, he's going on the phone. Oh no. Oh no.
Scusami, che ti scambio ogni tanto.
Well, that's that then.
Still, could be worse.
Was that Italian?
Oh dear.
Why do all your dang European sirens sound so...
Prepare to look at shoes.
This is my special face reserved for continental policemen.
I'm just a
I think
brickman.
that ramp may have been a bit of a mistake because the view from here and the view over that way of trees suggests I am actually on top of the wall.
Still, could be worse.
Hi.
Hello, what can I?
Yeah, have you seen a Fiat, a small black and white Fiat on your travels? My seat's collapsed badly.
I'm getting more used to being on the right side of the car.
Still, could be worse.
Well, the wrong side, but the right side. I hope that plane doesn't take off.
Yeah. Right. Well, I hope I got a quick time in.
I want to buy like a really rundown car. Like, I want to buy like the cheapest car. I don't care how old it is. Just as long as it has all of its parts. Just so I can like go in there and like take wrenches and just take it all apart and just kind of see how the engine works and stuff. Love y'all. See you next time. More Top Gear probably later, you know. Bye, guys.